from there. So look at the two backswings we've got there now, okay? You can see here where the club is. If I put a line through there, that is pointing down towards the golf ball there on a slightly more angled position. That there, different angles of those two clubs, yeah? That one's very steep relative. The hands are what we call further back behind you a little bit. So you're swinging this one here now. You can see that club is moving. So your right side is actually moving at the same time with it. So you're moving the club away as if you were, let's say, handing something to somebody to your right. Whereas if we go back to this one, when the club goes back, that club's moving. There's not really much, a little bit, but the club's moving back quite a bit there before that club starts getting sort of... And the club at this point now, the body's moving forward. There's more of a lift up. At this point where the hands sort of hip high, there's the club now, very much outside the hands. When you turn around better... You see the club face will go to that yellow line. There's the club head. So you've taken the golf club now, looking down the line from here and just gone, boom, over your toe line, not kind of out that way, where your weight was going on your toes and you were losing balance. So if we clear all these lines off here now, when you get to that kind of halfway back, the club starts hinging up through your right shoulder. That nose through your head. Yeah, I mean, very different position there. Now we're getting very, very steep. Left arm's quite high. Not much turn from there. A bit more backswing there, okay? And this one now gets even steeper there. Now as you start coming back down at this transition point down, club's kind of into your neck area. Again, almost vertical. Whereas this one here now, when you're coming back down, yes, it's a little bit less of your neck, but it's a definitely a different angle into the golf ball. So the club's coming in there now nicely from a sort of this path into the golf ball. Whereas this one now, coming a bit steeper, your arms are going a little bit further away from the body, trying to find some space because you kind of know that club's going to slam it in the ground quite hard and heavy. Then you've got to try and get out your own way, hit the ground behind the ball. Ball then kind of goes low left, not really much twist through. This one, the club's coming through now. Look at the difference in those two follow-throughs. Yeah? One is very much sort of, I'm not going to hit the ground, follow through and try and stop. One is like, I'm just going to go after this ball and keep twisting and then seeing the ball then, as you say, wrong one, flying down the range there, drawing almost a perfectly straight line there towards target. So getting into that fuller follow-through position is going to be key, but that's more of a symptom of a good turning away on the takeaway and the arms and the club kind of following with that. So this club head moves because of this hip, I move this hip now, move away, like so, This movement here is taking the golf club away. If I go back like this, just lift my arms up, that club gets what we call very steep. And when you come in the ground, you can get away with it like a 9 or a wedge when you've got a bit of loft, 5 and then you've got about sort of 35 degrees, 30-ish degrees, 35 degrees of loft. So very tough to get that club up in the air when the club is coming down in this angle, very steep and just chopping down, The best you can really hope for is if you sort of pop up a little bit, as you did, and lift your head, which you've been told for years not to do, you might get a bit of a, out of the way sort of shot. But if we can get that club working around your body here, good angle turn there, having just sort of worked into place. It's a very, very good swing. And the good thing is if you watch the swing kind of in full motion, sounds different and you look in balance, okay? Whereas this one on the left, you move forward, don't really come through the ball, it's a bit static, a bit stuck, and not really that freedom through the golf ball, So we don't want to see a swing where it kind of goes from here and goes like that. We want to see the club going back round here, you twisting and turning it, using the body to get that club working around the backside, Okay, mate? Makes sense?